Welcome to Greer's Wood Shop. I'm Trey, and I'm going to solve a problem we've had at Christmas for a few years now. My wife has a very pretty garland that she wraps the tree with, but it usually takes a while, and one of us usually ends up dizzy from walking around and around the tree. Last year, I laid on the floor and slowly turned the tree by grabbing the base of the tree, which did help the process a little bit, but it was still slow. While I was laying there, I had an idea. What if I made a big Lazy Susan or Lazy Santa for the Christmas tree? Maybe that would speed up the process and make things a little easier. I'm gonna see what I can put together. Come on in. First, I made a drawing of what I wanted to accomplish. Then, because my Mustang project has most of the shop occupied at the moment, I only partially set up my wood shop. It's going to be tight, but it should be okay for this project. I rummaged around and found some materials to work with, and I got started. I need 26 inches for the stand, so I actually need 28 or so inches, and this is only 26. So I'm going to make this the base piece because it can be slightly smaller, and it's a 1/2 inch thickness, which should be plenty because it's sitting on the floor. First, I rough cut the top and the bottom pieces. Okay, this will be the top piece, and I've got it cut 28 by 28. I wrote down 30 inches on my paper, but there's really not any reason to cut it any bigger than I need. So at 26 inches, it'll be just right. I'm sorry, 28 inches. I always wanted a circle cutting guide. And so since I've got to cut some circles for the base of the Lazy Susan, I could make one, but I figured by the time I made one, I could just drive to Lowe's and buy one of these, and then I would have one. So I went and got one. So now I'm gonna put it together and see how it goes. Okay, now I gotta mark the center of my circles. My workbench has these removable pieces, so when something's going to go through, I just remove a panel. Whoops, that is not the right piece. I did not follow the directions. The router's set up, circle guide is set up. I just need to set the distance. This measurement is the diameter, not the radius. So this bottom one I want to cut as big as I can. And 26.5, so I'll cut it at 26. So I'll line up the 26 right there. Okay, I think we're ready to cut. I put me a couple of 2x4s under here. They're sacrificial. Doesn't matter if I cut through them to get it up off the table so I don't cut a circle in my table. Instead of trying to cut through the whole board with one pass, I made several shallow passes until I had cut all the way through the board. All right, look at that. Nice circle. All right, let's cut the top one. Okay, so I actually messed up the last one. I cut an outside diameter, which cuts to the outside of the bit. So my circle is just a hair smaller, about a 1/2 inch smaller than I needed it to be, but it'll still work. So this time I'm gonna make sure I get it cut right. I'm putting the eye on the 28, which will give me to the inside of the blade. Cord management when using this circle guide is important, I learned, and so is keeping pressure on the pivot so the guide doesn't slip off. Pretty nice. That thing's worth what I paid for it. Since I was done with the circle guide, I packed it back up and I spent a few minutes cleaning my work area up. The router makes lots of sawdust. If you have a dust collection for your router, use it. It will really help. All right, I've got my 2 discs. This is the Lazy Susan hardware. Now this is a 12-inch because once you get in the big ones, they get really expensive. So we're gonna see if it works, and might have to add a little slider or something out here to stabilize it, but let's see what happens. So this is the bottom, and on the bottom I wanted to draw a ring and put holes in it because I want to put a pin through the top so that once we get the tree where we want it, we can pin it at least within a few inches. So I've got to figure out how to mark those holes real quick. A beam compass would be the perfect tool for this, but I don't have one, so I improvised with a string. The results were not great. More on that in just a minute. I'm going to drill these a little oversized so that when the pin drops in it, if I'm not perfect, it'll be pretty close. I need 2 holes in the upper disc for the lock pin. I'll mark one on both sides. Give us 2 spots to drop the pin in. I'm going to use a 1/4 inch bolt, so I'm going to use a 5/16 bit, so it's just oversized, so it's not too tight. Now we'll drill a ring of holes around here. Now there's no science to this. I'm just going to mark halfway, 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 and then whatever that measures. Just to double check before I drill a bunch of these. And I didn't get my line below very good, so this gives me an idea. I am going to take a marker. I think it'll get all the way down in there, I hope. Nope. Maybe a pencil. And we're going to remark the line. This is a much better marking method than the string was. That's better. Now that I had an accurate ring marked, I drilled all the holes. Okay, this thing has to mount to the top, this side down. So this way, it's got 4 screws. And then I'm gonna have to drill a hole in the top so that I can rotate the bottom and get to the screws for the bottom. I used a centering bit to make sure that my pilot holes for my screws were dead center of the holes. Be sure to use screws short enough that they don't go all the way through the other side of your board. Then I lined up the top and fastened it to the Lazy Susan using the 2 access holes I drilled earlier. Ta-da! I decided that this might slide, so I found these plumbing flanges in the cast iron section at Lowe's, and they fit perfectly with my tree stand. We're going to put those on, and then I also got some floor protectors from Lowe's that I'm going to put on the bottom so that we can slide it into place once we get it decorated. Now the tree can't slide off. I vacuumed the bottom and stuck down the floor sliders. We'll put the tree on it, see how it works. I stood on the base to test its stability, then I assembled the tree. The Lazy Susan worked great. We had that garland installed in under 5 minutes. After the project was finished, it was time to clean up and store all my tools again. Greer's Wood Shop put back up. Greer's Rod Shop back in business. Stay tuned for more videos about the Mustang coming soon.